So today I want to extend on what we were doing yesterday and do more multiplication properties of exponents. So when you have a power raised to a power, here's your rule. So what it looks like, you have something raised to a power, there's your a to the m, and then that's raised to a power, to the power of n here. What it's going to equal is a, it's that same base, raised to mn. So that m and m are actually being multiplied. And keep in mind a is not 0, and then m and n are integers. They're either positive or negative numbers. So your steps are to multiply the exponents. And then once that is done, then simplify. So examples, let's see, if we've got 5 cubed and then that's squared, what that means, let's write it out, it means 5 cubed times 5 cubed. I've got 2 of those. We'll write that out. What does that mean? That means 5 times 5 times 5, there's my 5 cubed, times 5 times 5 times 5. So if you look, there's nothing but 5's being multiplied. If you count how many there are, keep the same base, there's a total of 6. So look at your exponents. Excuse me. 3 and 2. How do you go from 3 to 2 to 6? Multiply them. It's the same thing with the second example. We've got 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th. Right? And then if we multiply this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, I am going to run out of room, times 1, 2, 3, 4, times 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. All right, and then if you count how many there are, there's 4, 8, 12. So that answer is 3 to the 12th. If you look at your exponents, 4 and 3, how can you combine those to make 12? You multiply them. So now expressions with powers. So you need to follow orders of operations. Simplify before multiplying. And you need to multiply powers raised to a power. And you add powers with the same base being multiplied. I know this can be very confusing. We are going to look at this and practice with this all day tomorrow. Okay? Now, a product to a power, what the rule is a times b, so I've got 2 numbers being multiplied. That's being raised to a power. So ab to the power of n, look what happens. It's equal to a to the n times b to the n. So if you look, everything that was inside the parentheses, that exponent got attached onto it. All right? And again, a is not 0, b is not 0, and n is an integer, either positive or negative. So now your steps, you need to raise each factor to that power. Then multiply the exponents of a power raised to a power. And then finally, simplify. I know this sounds a little crazy. I know that, all right? But just let's look at some examples here. If we have 2a to the 5th power, what that would look like written out, I've got 2a 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now, the, I forgot a parenthesis. The associative property and commutative property lets me change the way that I'm going to multiply those. So I'm going to look, how many 2's do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. So that's 2 to the 5th. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a's. That's a to the 5th. All right, that's where I'm taking that exponent And I'm kind of splitting them up, and I'm putting them on everything inside that, inside the parentheses. And then I could simplify from there. Let me get rid of all this work here just a second. The last example, 3x cubed, same thing. What that means is taking one 3x, two 3x, three 3x's, and multiplying them. Alright, so if I count how many 3's I have, I've got 1, 2, 3 3's. Then I've got 1, 2, 3 x's. So it's 3 to the third power times x to the third power. Again, you're taking that exponent and you're putting it on each item inside those parentheses. And then technically you could simplify from there. We are going to practice all of this and get into it a little bit deeper tomorrow, okay? I just want you to have those basic notes for tomorrow. See you then.